Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, September 28th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. One thing to keep in mind today, we have Fed Chair Powell testifying today at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern here. At 9 a.m. Central, he'll begin testifying. That's also leads a day that's heavy with Fed speak. We also have Fed Chair Powell speaking tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. Central as well. So right now we've seen heavy selling pressure in overnight pre-market trading. Really, we bounced here overnight, selling pressure at the London Open, sell-off, stopping just shy here of the FOMC key level from July and September. Remember, those were just 1 point apart. And right now, seeing some selling pressure, which has taken price right back to the weekly pivot range, which is right around the center portion of last week's weekly rejection tail. And that could provide an opportunity here for a buy the dip and a swing continuation higher. And so we'll see how Fed Chair Powell's testimony here affects the market later on. But if we can find some sort of strong low here early, that could provide a tail effect by the end of the day, and we could be looking at strength basically into the rest of the week. It would be very similar to seeing this drop here followed by the bounce the rest of the week. This is your Monday, Tuesday. Can we get a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? It takes us back up toward 44.85, perhaps even higher. That could be very, very solid. So again, looking for signs of significant rejection here, and if price fails to really recover 4,400, that could be very meaningful from a short-term perspective. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. The NQ has sold off fairly tremendously here to begin the day. Also, this one's already seen its average range for both a 5 and 10-day basis. It's at 108% of average range right now, currently trading just below the July FOMC key level. So far, the July FOMC key level, prices below it have been bought. Here, bought, over here took a while, bought, and then moved. Over here, bought and pushed, and right now we're currently below it at the moment. We're below 15K evens. Again, a nice flush to begin the week. It is deeper into the previous week's range than you would likely want. It is below the 15K level, below the previous week's midpoint. But if price can recover 15K by the end of the day, or 15,077s by the end of the day, that could provide a higher low rejection tail that could get things going back to the upside. A failure to really reestablish itself back above 15K, again, would be a very important near-term indicator. Let's take a look here at crude oil. You'll notice with crude oil here, we have reached the edge. This is about the spot where we talked about last time when we reached 76 that we could see a rotation downward. How far down remains to be seen, but we mentioned as deep as 65, 64, 65, and maybe as deep as 60, and we got all the way down to 61.74 by the end of it. We've since recovered all the way back up and have nearly taken out the high. The high here is 76.98. We're very, very close to it today, trading 76.67s. But if you look at this, let's push this to a weekly here. If you bring this out to a weekly chart, you can see by bringing this all the way back here, 76, where we're currently trading right now, that is significant resistance. Here's 1 year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of trading below that level. The last time we were there here, we dropped again back to 61.74. We mentioned that could be the case just because of what happened last time. Here's the break at that level, and before it had been support. So this is a significant zone. Is the market ready to open up that clear air above 76 into 80 plus? Or are we going to see a higher high rejection? You have a high here. Perhaps we get a higher high to begin the next quarter, and that could provide another pullback. First to 70, and maybe as deep as 60 to 62. So right now, again, we're right inside that major CLVN, the 76 level. Looking for signs of rejection up here, even if it's just from a short-term perspective. something like this, where it pulls back towards, say, 73. So right now, again, looking for a failed new high and a fade after trend day that could easily bring it back toward the previous session's midpoint. That could be an early idea, and then we'll see how far it can go from there. But looking for signs of rejection here of prices above 76 to 77 over the course of the next several days, which could lead to a broader pullback down the way. All right, let's take a look at gold futures. Gold right now down about 1.3%. This one seeing a downside break here from 3-day lows, major drop through 1740, lower highs, a failure to stay above the 1760 level and then making it resistance. So that's why we mentioned yesterday morning we could be looking at a return to the next major support level below, which is 1675s. So that's where we've gone to last time. You have this kind of range right here, and we're kind of teetering and perhaps just now broken it at 1740 if my lines were straighter. Let's actually go to a straight line here. So you have basically the top end of this edge right there, and you can see how it was resistance, resistance, broke above, support, support, etc. And now it's failing again. The next level down will be the 1675s. Again, downward trending market, lower highs, lower lows. Any pullback remains a selling opportunity right now as this thing looks to revisit the flash crash tail at 1677.90. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.